Okay students, this is my first class in YouTube channel. I am Durga Prasad Pal, headmaster of Dohil High School. This school is situated in West Bengal, Malda. Basically, I am a teacher of life science, but I am serving as headmaster since 2005. In this COVID pandemic situation, I am trying to teach basic life science. Gradually, I make videos for the students of class 11, 12 and NEET aspirants. I also teach life science in Bengali version for the benefit of the students of West Bengal. Subscribe my channel for getting new videos. Thanks. Okay students, today we shall discuss about alimentary canal of human digestive system. The human digestive system has another two terms is used in case of human digestive system. One is GI tract, second is gut, alimentary canal. Today we shall discuss different parts of the GI tract. Then we shall discuss about the functions of all organs of this tract. Okay, let's point out this matter. Human digestive system. The main composition of the human digestive system are, that is the human digestive system or GI tract. Another name is GI tract. Gastrointestinal tract. এটা আমরা বলবো gut. This system is very important to human body because it is the input system. So what is the input system? Input system is the system by which we can take something from the external environment. Two input system very important in our body. One is the respiratory system and the digestive system. One is digestive system and another is respiratory system. Digestive system, what is the function of the digestive system? Main functions, four functions, particularly four functions performed in our digestive system. First function is the digestion of food function. First function is digestion of food. Food which we take every day mainly consists of carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamin and minerals. Complex carbohydrate, complex protein and complex fat are digested in our GI tract by the action of different enzymes, and especially although bile has no enzyme, but it also helps our digestion in food. So digestion of food, three types of foods, carbohydrate, protein, fat, gradually are digested by enzymes that are present in our intestinal tract. Second is absorption. Absorption, this is the when the food is digested and it is transformed into small digestible, absorbable form, then it is absorbed into our blood. This portion, the absorbable part, particularly present in our digestive system, and this is our found in small intestine. This is the absorption of food, carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamin, minerals, ions and water. All these substances are absorbed in our gut. This is present in our GI tract. Third point is secretion. Different components also secreted in our gut, namely different digestive juice, that is the saliva. Second is gastric juice. Third is bile. 1, 2, 3. Fourth is pancreatic juice. Fifth is enteric juice or Saccus entericus. These juice also secreted in our digestive system, and all these helps us to digest our food. Another secretory product is local hormone. Another secretion is the local hormone. What are the local hormone means? The hormone which is secreted by some cells and acts in the same site. The synthesis site and the action site is the same. This is the local hormone. This is a very important question. Name few local hormones in our GI tract. One is gastrin. Second is secretin. Third is CCK-PZ. Cholecystokinin, this means cholecystokinin and pancreogynin. These two hormones, CCK, cholecystokinin, PZ, pancreogynin. These hormones also helps our GI tract for its motility as well as secretion of different type of enzymes. This is the more or less for, and another function, another important function is the provide immunity, local immunity. Some, particularly IgA, secretory immunoglobulin also secreted in the intestine, and these globin protein helps us and prevent from different infections the organisms which enter into our enteric system through food, and if it is poisonous, these IgA destroy them. This is the 5 more important functions of our digestive system. So today we shall study about the structure and as well as the functional parts of this system. You know, system is the group of organs. All these organs, when associated to perform the same function, then makes a system. So the digestive system makes different parts and different organs. What are the organs? Let's go. We shall study about that. This is okay. I shall erase this total system. Consist of, that is the composition, what organs are present in our GI tract. That is the gut. What? That means the GI tract. Consists of a tubular part. First tubular part is oral cavity. First tubular part is oral cavity. You know, this is our mouth, vestibule. Opening of our mouth is vestibule, and inner side of our mouth. The different organs are also present. Teeth, moral cavity consists of teeth and tongue. Teeth and tongue, moral cavity. Then the second part is pharynx. Pharynx consists of three parts: nasopharynx, oropharynx, and laryngopharynx. Nasopharynx, oropharynx, and laryngopharynx. Second part is pharynx. This consists of three zones: naso, nasal zone; oro, this is the intermediate between naso and laryngo; and last one is larynx. After that laryngopharynx, larynx is present. Third is oesophagus. It is a tubular structure, muscular structure. Some parts is voluntary and most of the parts is involuntary, through which food particles, which are broken into small particles in our oral cavity, then we swallow these fragmented particles, and with mixture here, the food particles is mixed with saliva. The saliva mixed food particles then pass to the pharynx and then esophagus. This is the saliva mixed food particles is called bolus. Now here bolus pass through the esophagus, bolus pass through the DO, pass through the esophagus, and this bolus then enter into the next part, that is the stomach. And the bolus movement through esophagus is called peristalsis. What is peristalsis? Peristalsis is a rhythmic, autonomic contraction of our visceral muscle. This is the peristalsis. It is uncontrolled process, and the bolus, that is the food particles, fragmented food particles mixed with saliva, pass through the esophagus by the peristalsis. This is the rhythmic contraction of the muscles of the esophagus. Fourth is a large bag-like structure. This bag-like structure, major digestion starts here. This bag-like structure, stomach. Stomach is a pouch-like structure. When we take food, particularly all these food are accumulated, gathered, and enter into the stomach, and digestion, major digestion starts here. Stomach consists of four parts. Stomach consists of four parts. One is cardiac stomach. Second is fundus. Third is body. Fourth is pyloric. These four parts, stomach, are divided into four zones: cardiac zone, fundus zone, body zone, and pyloric zone. After food entered into the stomach, and here different kind of enzymes secreted. A gland is present in the stomach. This is called the gastric gland, and this gastric gland secretes gastric juice, and the food particles are digested here, mainly in acidic medium. Here HCl is secreted. Later we shall discuss about the function of each part of the GI tract. Firstly, we shall consider structures. What are the structures present in the GI tract? These are follows. Fifth is small intestine. It is a small, means it is a small in diameter, but length is large. It is a highly convoluted tubular part present in our abdomen. Approximately its length is about 6.5 meters. This This is the highly convoluted part, and most of the digestion and absorption takes ultimately completed here. And here also the immunity, some reticular endothelial system also present here. This is called the Pierce patch, and this system provides immunity when we ingest some infected poisonous food. Small intestine consists of three parts. One is duodenum, second is jejunum, third is ileum. Duodenum, jejunum and ileum. Three parts are found in small intestine. And sixth part is large intestine. Large intestine. These also comprise 5 zones. First zone is cecum. Second is ascending colon. Third is transverse colon. Fourth is descending colon. And fifth is sigmoid colon. Another two parts, this is the rectum as well as anus. These three, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, these 7 parts are found in our large intestine. Large intestine, no digestion takes place, particularly this is the fecal matter form, accumulate and discharge from our body. All these such structures found in our GI tract, gastrointestinal tract, tubular structure, and besides this tubular structure, 3 type of glands also present, a structural gland also present. Glands. First is salivary gland. How many number of salivary glands present in our digestive system? 6. 3 pairs. 3 pairs. And 3 types also present. One is parotid. Second is submaxillary. Third is sublingual. 3 types of salivary glands are present in our digestive system, and these glands are present in our oral cavity. These glands secrete saliva, which helps us our digestion of boiled carbohydrate, boiled starch, that is the boiled potato, boiled rice and others. Particularly an enzyme ptyalin is present which digests these boiled particles. Second gland, very important gland, is liver. Liver is the largest gland of our human body. I mean, it is the largest digestive gland. Although it is called a large gland, but it also secretes a enzymatic digestive juice. This is called a bile, but bile never contains any type of enzymes. But bile helps digestion and absorption of fat particles. Liver. And third is pancreas. What is pancreas? Pancreas is the largest mixed gland. That what is called mixed gland? Mixed gland is a gland which consists a tubular part and non-tubular part. Tubular part secrete enzyme and non-tubular part secrete hormones. That is the gland that secrete hormone as well as enzymes. This is called the largest mixed gland of our human body, and this is the only largest gland. What is the largest gland of human body? Liver. What is the second largest gland of our human body? Pancreas. What is the largest mixed gland of a human body? Pancreas. What is the largest? What is the largest? What is the mixed gland? Mixed gland is the gland which produces hormones as well as enzymes. These three glands responsible digestion of different kinds of foods. Later, every organ. Later we shall discuss. Firstly, we draw a schematic diagram of this all component of our digestive system. Then we shall discuss each organs separately with structures and their functions.